What's up, you guys? Today I wanted to talk about a more serious topic, and like I stated in my first YouTube video, I was going to be doing really fun things in this challenge. However, I did want to talk about more serious topics and to shed light on them. So today I'm going to be talking about the FreeKesha case. Now, a lot of you already have knowledge on the topic, but for those of you who don't know really what's going on or haven't been informed or aware of what is going on, here's a little background information. So the legal battle started in 2014 when Kesha filed a lawsuit against her producer, Dr. Luke, claiming that he had physically, emotionally, sexually, and verbally abused her for over a decade. Fast forward into 2016, where the case is being picked back up on. In February, Kesha went back into court for this, and in Manhattan, a Supreme Court denied her the right to not work with Dr. Luke and not have Sony as her label, and she's required to record another 6 albums with Dr. Luke. And so the reason why I'm making this video is because even though this Kesha case is still maybe not as relevant as it was 2 weeks ago, I still do think it's a very important topic, and sexual assaults have no due date or expiration date on when they should be spoken about. Now, in response, Twitter has lit up with support from all over the world, and the hashtag FreeKesha has been trending the day after with over 1 million tweets, which I think is so awesome and so important for all of us to kind of just come together for such an important cause. And when I say all of us, I really do mean all of us. A shit ton of celebrities and artists from all over have been tweeting the hashtag FreeKesha and showing their support. So just to kind of emphasize that, I'm going to read off some names of artists and celebrities who have been showing their support for Kesha. So the list is pretty long, so it starts off with Lady Gaga, Zedd, Wale, Ariana Grande, Sam Smith, Miley Cyrus, Demi Lovato, Neve Schulman from Catfish, Anne Hathaway, Snoop Dogg, Tegan and Sara, Adam Lambert, Hazley, Lily Allen, Lorde, Tyler Oakley, JoJo, and even artists like Kelly Clarkson who have worked with Dr. Luke. They both made that smash hit, Since You've Been Gone. She even tweeted, "Trying to not say anything since I can't say anything nice about this person. So this is me not talking about Dr. Luke." And in addition, Taylor Swift even donated $250,000 to Kesha to help her with any financial needs during this difficult time. Now, to go back to the verdict, the one stipulation in it that did go towards Kesha's favor was that she's allowed to work with any other producer that Sony has to offer her. However, this is kind of an empty promise in a way, and Kesha and her lawyer denied the offer. The reason being is because her lawyer argued that if she did work with another producer, her new music would not be supported or promoted as much by Sony. Now, in my opinion, I think that's completely accurate that Sony would not promote or support her new music because they're supporting Dr. Luke by not letting her off the label. I think it's complete and utter bullshit. I've heard that Zayn Malik was unhappy in One Direction and he was able to get off his label and onto a new one, which I don't understand what's the issue with Kesha, or what's the issue with letting Kesha go. Now, the thing that really begins to piss me off is the remarks and shit that I've seen all over Twitter and YouTube and social media in general, which is the constant remarks of, "It's been over a decade, why is she barely coming out now? Like, she probably just wants to get out of her contract. Is she really telling the truth or is she lying? Like, she got to work, or she's allowed to work with another producer, why doesn't she just work with someone else?" Like, what? Like, a woman just said that she was sexually assaulted, and the fact that these are the first things that people are, like, saying as a remark is completely disgusting, and it baffles my mind. Like, get this through your noggin, like, that is not the point here that we are trying to establish. Like, a woman just said she was sexually assaulted, people. It's honestly terrifying to me that we live in a world where this kind of stuff happens to women, men, boys, and girls, and they tell rape victims to speak up and say something when they've been sexually assaulted, but look at the consequences of what happens when they do speak up. Like, people do not believe them, and they get responses of being told that they can't have their own freedom. Now, let me respond to some of the remarks that I've read on Twitter, which are like, "Why is she barely coming out now?" Well, in response, it's been over a decade, sure. I'm gay, and it took me 18 years to come out of the closet, and like, I've always known who I am, and like, I've known the fact for it, but it's a scary ass feeling to think, like, what's the response that people are gonna give me when I tell them this big secret that I've been holding in? Like, it might have taken her 10 years, but look at the response she's getting. She's getting all these hateful remarks. They're being told, like, or she's being told she's a liar, and the freaking judge just denied her the freedom to go work with somebody else. Like, hell yeah, she's probably not going to come out 10 years later. It might take someone that long to actually come out and tell a big secret like that. The other one that I hate is when people say, like, well, she got to work, or she's allowed to work with another producer. Like, why can't she just work with someone else? Now, to put it in a perspective that maybe people who are saying this might not understand, just imagine that someone hurt you physically and emotionally. they've scared you, abused you, threatened your family. You go to court and a judge says, okay, well, you don't have to live with this person. However, they own your house. That means they decide when they want to turn the heat on and off, whether or not they're going to pay your phone bill, whether they want to fix that leaky roof or not. And now, after everything that you've been through, do you really feel safe in that house? Like, do you honestly think that that person has your best interest and they're going to protect you? Like, and, you know, I mean, it honestly baffles me what's really going on here. And this isn't just about Kesha. Like, this is on a larger scale. Like, sexually assaulted victims, like, shouldn't have to go through this or fear for this. Like, this is something that needs to change. And I just honestly pray and hope that Kesha wins her case and is allowed her freedom, and also that we learn from this experience as a group. Like, I think we should just learn from this and learn how this shouldn't ever happen again. You know, I read a terrifying fact on RAINN.org, which is the Rape, Abuse, Incest National Network, that every 107 seconds, another sexual assault occurs. And to anyone who is a victim of sexual assault, I encourage you to tell someone who you trust. I know it must be hard, and I don't know what you're going through. However, someone else out there does. And the first step of healing is to take the first step. And with that being said, I do want to know you guys' opinions on the topic, or if you have advice for someone who has been sexually assaulted, or if you want to share your story, please do leave comments in the section below and tweet me at @AitsAlex and use the hashtag FreeKesha. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to keep updated on what I'm going to be posting. And I'll be putting all my social media platforms in the description box below, like my Twitter, my Instagram, Tumblr. I don't know if you guys can put Snapchat in there, but if I can, then I'll throw my Snapchat. So thank you again so much for watching. Am I forgetting anything else? I think that's all. So thank you so much again, and I'll see you guys next time.